Alrighty everyone, welcome back to another Wallpaper Creations. Today, we're going to continue on with our League of Legends skins, and with the Ruination event going on in League of Legends and Legend Runeterra, I thought we'd come by and check out one of the Sentinel skins. This time, it's going to be Sentinel Riven. For those of you who don't know, Riot Games has been having this event revolving around the Ruination in League of Legends, or the world of League of Legends. And yeah, we're going to be going over one of the new skins that was recently released. And yeah, I really do love his artwork. Riven has always been an awesome character for me, lore-wise, gameplay-wise. I can never play her properly. But without further ado, I just want to go ahead and get started because I do have some good plans for this. Yeah, the traditional background effects, having these ghouls moving around as well. As you can tell, we separated Riven from the background that we did the Perfectionist in the last video. And we are going to be doing some special effects along with a sword. I have something special for this, something a little new. Hopefully it'll come out right. I've never done this one before, so without further ado, let's get started. So a little ahead of time before I started this recording, I did a little bit of background work again. As you can see, I replaced Riven on the screen here. Having her in the foreground just to have it a little separate, makes it a little easier. But we also have a new effect that I wanted to do. Hopefully we can get this started. Let me add the asset. Alright, some of you might be wondering, what the heck am I doing with this random line? Well, the idea is to have this line, this one line right here, it's going to be like a little ripple effect or line of ripple effect going along here, and we're going to use this image along with another tab for that effect. I recently discovered this the other day, and it was actually really cool, and I really enjoyed the way it looked on someone. A sword effect, a light effect on a sword, sorry. And I thought it would be really cool to embody with it. So, I might be wondering, how is this going to go on here? It's all black, it has the effect, what's going on? Well, let me get to the light effects and everything, and I'll show you how actually this can work. Alright, so some of you might be wondering, what the heck am I doing with this? I actually outlined the Riven sword, sorry. So let me show this off. So you can see, perfect alignment. I did that earlier, and yeah, we are going to basically have the beam effect be applied to the sword effect, and then the sword effect will be applied to Riven. There's a general idea for this effect. It is, on paper, it's not too complicated, but it took me a bit getting used to. I had a couple practice runs trying it, so yeah. It was actually very interesting. I really did like this one. It really added, like, a new type of effect I can be doing. As you notice, in the most recent videos, I've been adding something new every now and then, just to give an idea for what I do. And yeah, I really do enjoy this type of stuff. Oh yeah, look at that. This has already started. We already had the chickle effect. The shiver effect, I guess you want to call it. But how we're going to get this black area out and put it onto Riven sword, I'll show you. Next, we're going to be adding blend. Oh no, it's not working properly. Riven's all black, and now only the sword is showing. What do? Actually, we have to use one of these other effects over here. I believe it was dodge. Yes. Voila. So as you can see, it's just going all the way down the sword, and we can actually change the direction from one of the little settings we added over here. Voila. So the whole idea is to basically have, the magic effects from Riven's blade here, and that was specifically made by the Sentinels, or crafted by the Sentinels. And this is what we came up with. Just a real simple effect. I'm going to change in the color right now for the beam. But just to give you an idea of what is going on here, I basically used these other two layers. This beam one, which is basically just the one singular line with a black box behind it. Then I used the outline of this sword that I did earlier separately. As you can tell by the box up here in the top right, is the outline of the sword that I want specifically glowing. And then I just applied that to Riven's artwork here in the foreground. This was not as hard as I originally thought it would be when I first tried this, and I think it adds really nice effects to it. The only issue is that if you're not detailed on the pic, like where it's going to be shining, it can look a little awkward. So thankfully, I already have a tendency of being a little detailed here and there, so it wasn't too bad. And as you can see, the effects look pretty nice. The only problem with this is we have to keep these two in here in this specific order, so we cannot. If we were to move these around, we will not have the same image, and it won't have the same effect, and it won't look as nice. And now that we have that, let me just go ahead and add our contrast like we do. Just a little texture I like to add on my wallpapers as usual. Now we're going to be working on Riven's movements, and yeah, this is already going to be looking really nice. Already, as is, she already looks pretty good with her arms and moving the sword and her head moving along with it. I think it's really good. We're gonna be adding some breathing effects like we normally do, adding some leg movement over here, some swaying effect here on her hair, as well as the ribbon here on her waist. And that'll be it for Riven herself. Then we'll be working on her surroundings, and we should be good to go with some more atmospheric effects like usual. Just a quick TLDR on Riven. For those of you who don't know, she is a former Noxian soldier who was part of the Noxian invasion of Ionia. If I remember correctly, she and her squad were in charge of a caravan that were transporting the Piltover and Zon chemicals that were provided by Singed, and I don't remember how, but it was detonated early, and pretty much her entire squad was wiped out, other than her. And during that war, she also saw what the heck was going on. What was Noxus doing to Ionians? And yeah, she was fed up with it. She saw the errors of her ways, and then she basically went rogue for a while. She basically became a resident of Ionia shortly after. She had her weapon destroyed by Yasuo's master, and somehow at some point that incident killed him as well, and Yasuo was blamed for his death. That's a whole other story for another video. Shortly after that, I believe a Noxian, I can't remember the exact term for their group. It's been a while since I read the comics, but basically a group of Noxians were sent to Ionia to retrieve Riven. She reluctantly went back, and eventually she became one of the warriors in Draven's Coliseum, I guess, or arena, or maybe it was just another one. I can't remember exactly. It's been a while since I read Riven's story. Yeah, but now I believe the portion of her story is now that while she was in Noxus, she was recruited by the Sentinels, Lucian and Senna, in order to be, or it could have been Akshan, the new champion in League of Legends and Runeterra. I don't believe they revealed that yet, but one of them someone recruited Riven to become a Sentinel because of her past and the way she was able to fight, and she decided, you know what, this is one way I can atone for her, that she can atone for her sins in battle and in war. And now she's a Sentinel fighting back the Ruination and Viego. That is the general idea of what's going on in the skin. This is actually a canonically proper skin. Like right now in the story of League of Legends, this is how Riven looks. This is the weapon and her armor that she's using. Yeah, I honestly think it's an awesome story. Riot has been outdoing themselves recently with the story. But with that all said and done, let's keep going. Alrighty, so far I'm pretty happy with how Riven is looking. The only thing I've really done is movement on her legs, her ribbon here, her breathing effect, her arms and sword, and her facial expressions, along with movement on her head and hair. Overall, she looks pretty good. Next, we're going to be working on the outsides using the background, and we'll see where we can go from here. I have a couple of ideas for these guys down here, but nothing too extravagant. We want the focus to be on Riven. May add a little something more to Riven as well at the end. We'll see how that will turn out, but for now, let's get on with the background. Alright, so far I'm really enjoying how it's looking out. Next thing I'm gonna be adding some lighting effects in the ghouls, the greenish lighting from them, along with whether around them. And from there, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna be adding some stuff in the background behind Riven for some atmospheric effect, and that'll be just about it. Yeah, I think this just came out really well. The lighting coming from Riven's blade is actually really nice. I like how that came out. Along with her movement. But yeah, let's go ahead and start finishing this off. Alright everybody, I think we're just about finished up here. So far I really do like the way it came out. So what we basically did was just did a basic movement over here on Riven. We added this flow effect here on her sword, which I think came out beautifully. Some pulsing effect there at the end. Movement on her hair and her ribbon or sash, whichever it is. Breathing effect on her, movement on her head, her legs. Background wise, we did the ghouls, we did the mist a little bit, movement up here on the sides as well. We added some smoke effects, lighting in the back. We added some special effects. Overall, I'm really happy with how it came out. As always, I hope you all enjoyed the video. This was a joy to work on, and the Ruination event has been going on for a little bit, and it is turning out to be a lot of fun, lore wise and visually as well, with the skins that we've been getting out. But for now, I want to thank you all for joining me today. Down in the comments, let me know what you liked and disliked about the video. If there's something you think I can improve on, let me know. But if you all enjoyed the video, why not hit the like. But for now, enjoy the final product, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.